Tonight at 6, Kent State's new partnership providing mental health support to the community. More on the bold initiative aimed at removing the stigma.
It's sealing what the vote says for the future.
2 journalists received Nobel Peace Prize awards. Their harrowing stories attempting to fight for freedom of the press.
And Justin Bieber teams up with an Oscar winner as they make their way back onto the big screen.
This is TV2 News.
Good evening. Thanks for choosing to wrap up your week with us. I'm Steffen.
And I'm Kelsey Drennen.
Your time currently is 6:01. We begin tonight with the hazing allegations surrounding Kent State's Delta Zeta sorority.
The sorority is under fire after the hazing incident reportedly taking place earlier in the fall 2021 semester. Delta Zeta was given a cease and desist because of an alleged violation of the Student Code of Conduct. University spokesman Eric Mansfield mentioned that the university is talking to the sorority's national chapter to review the allegation and that it is expected to be completed soon.
The cease and desist means Delta Zeta will have to put a halt on all events and activities. However, Kent State has not yet suspended the chapter. And because of the order, Delta Zeta was not able to take part in fall recruitment. We reached out to the Center of Student Involvement for comment, but have not yet heard back. And new changes to Kent City Council's Neighborhood Grant Program. One of the changes, extending the reach of benefits offered to homeowners in the city. Another, creating a plan for how to go about distributing those funds. 50% that's already being used to support resident-developed engagement projects will remain. That other 50% of will go towards assisting some eligible homeowners in addressing violations to property maintenance codes.
And Kent State is partnering with the Mental Health and Recovery Board of Portage County to improve and support mental health in the county. With this project, they are trying to provide mental health awareness trainings to teachers, administrators, and staff in Portage County schools, create resource guides, and implement mental health stigma reduction campaigns. They're also providing free trainings to community agencies and members annually.
Do we all remember that Devious Licks TikTok challenge from September? Well, 1 month later, Ravenna and its school district are paying the price, literally. City park bathrooms and school bathrooms were left vandalized. Even some instances of stealing took place. The damage caused city officials to close the facilities off to the public, offering up portable toilets instead. The challenge led to 1 arrest and at least $2,000 worth of damages.
Hello all of Portage County, Northeast Ohio. I'm Chief TV2 weather anchor Odin Amador-Gorby with your Friday evening weather forecast. Currently in Kent right now, it is cloudy skies out there, but I'm telling you though, across our state, we have been dealing with some active weather. Like there's been thunderstorms popping up here and there. But anyway, we do have a special marine warning out for Lorain County and Cuyahoga County until 5:45. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if the National Weather Service extends that because the storm, when I was looking at it on radar a couple minutes ago, it was intensifying over Lake Erie. And speaking of which, here's the storm right there towards Avon Lake. It is creating swells up to 40 knots, winds, 40 knots, and it is also creating large hail. So definitely be careful out there if you're on the lake. Bring those boats in, your small crafts, bring them in to port. And your evening forecast, as you can clearly see, 72 cloudy skies. It will continue to be like this towards midnight with an isolated chance of thunderstorms here and there. But then towards 8 a.m. we will be dealing with isolated showers. That's all I have for now, folks. In my next weather update, we will be dealing with another big warm-up next week. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Owen, thanks for that. Now, this month of October marks LGBTQ History Month.
And to celebrate, Kent State has an assortment of events and celebrations lined up.
Right, and Raygene English joins us from the newsroom now with a preview. Hi, Raygene.
Hi, Connor. The LGBTQ plus History Month is being celebrated here on campus all month long with many inclusive events. Rainbow Run tonight at 7 with a 5K fundraiser to replenish the LGBTQ plus emergency fund, which supports LGBTQ plus students in financial crisis. We have National Coming Out Day, Flashes of Pride reveal on October 11th from 5 to 6 p.m. to reveal of the 2021 Flashes of Pride Coming Out poster. So your kid came out as LGBTQ+, now what? October 18th from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30, where you can go listen to a panel of parents and students and professionals discuss their experiences surrounding topics of coming out. Registration is required. Race in the Rainbow, October 26th, joins us on a discussion about the intersectionality between race, sexuality, and gender. Rock climbing at the Rec, October 29th from 4 to 5 p.m. Pre-registration is required. Stay tuned for more updates on the many LGBTQ+ History Month events. Reporting for TV2, I am Raygene English.
Raygene, thank you. Now, developments in that April 2021 high-speed chase that left one Stowe police officer hospitalized. The driver, Javante Jones, pled guilty Wednesday to multiple felony charges, including failure to comply and vehicular assault. Sentencing for Jones will take place November 10th in the Summit County Common Pleas Court.
The U.S. economy has been trying hard to recover after the effects of the pandemic. What this has caused the unemployment rate to sit at.
And 2 national monuments will once again stand in Utah. More on the Biden administration's move to restore the landmarks. TV2 returns in just 90.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back. It seems like the U.S. economy has come to a halt in its recovery efforts since the pandemic. A new report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics indicates just that. Employers only adding 194,000 new jobs in September. It marks the second straight month where job numbers have dipped below expected. Now, despite the disappointment, unemployment still sits at 4.8%, only dropping 0.4%.
The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2021 to Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov for their efforts to safeguard freedom of expression, which is a precondition for democracy and lasting peace.
Now, 2 journalists whose efforts to defend freedom of the press in their respective countries have earned them a Nobel Peace Prize this year. The first one, Maria Ressa, is the CEO of the news site Rappler. It's been a target for its critical reports on the Philippines president. The other journalist, Muratov, leads the independent Russian newspaper Novaya Gazeta. Despite facing legal and physical threats, 6 of his staff members have been killed since Muratov co-founded the newspaper in 1993.
The White House says President Biden will restore 2 national monuments in Utah after long-running public land disputes. The Trump administration previously stripped environmental protection against the land, which was turned into a place for commercial fishing. White House officials said Biden's actions are among a series of steps he has taken to protect public lands and waters and tackle climate change. And after weeks of discussion about raising the U.S. debt limit, the Senate voted Thursday to temporarily raise the limit by $480 billion until December 3rd. 11 Republicans joined Democrats to break the filibuster. However, no Republicans voted to raise the debt ceiling. Democrats won the majority with a 50-48 vote before the debt legislation hits Biden's desk. It must first pass in the House.
Local efforts to vaccinate Portage County and new studies on COVID and the drugs being used to fight it.
That and more is ahead. Ray Bhukari joins us for your top coronavirus headlines. Ray?
Are you looking to get your COVID or flu vaccine before fall ends? Well, the Portage County Health District will be holding clinics throughout October to November for anyone who wants it. Here are the days if you are planning on getting vaccinated. Every Monday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and every Thursday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Rivanna Alex Lodge. You can walk in with no appointment needed. Every Tuesday for adults from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at BCHD with an appointment needed. Every Wednesday for children from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at BCHD with an appointment needed. New studies show children are just as susceptible to COVID-19 as adults. That's right. According to JAMA Pediatrics, kids have had a similar risk of COVID-19 infection as adults, but they are more likely to be asymptomatic. They say this is more recognizable as kids return to normal activities and attend school in person. JAMA suggests a need for COVID-19 vaccines for children in efforts to control the pandemic.
There's recent news, telling us that, from the clinical trial conducted by one of the manufacturers, telling us that there is now data that indicates that there may be an oral option that could cut the risk of hospitalization and death in half among people at higher risk of COVID-19. That is incredibly good news. It's got to go through the FDA process. They've got to scrutinize safety and efficacy, but it's certainly a move in the right direction.
In a case study, manufacturer Merck's found their antivirus pill reduces COVID-19 deaths and hospitalization by half. The drug trial consisted of 755 unvaccinated adults with mild to moderate COVID-19. Patients were given the pill and monitored for 30 days. Only 7% of those patients died or became hospitalized by the end of the trial. The company says they plan to submit data to the FDA in the coming days for approval.
Awesome, thank you. Now, the U.S. may finally be turning a corner in the fight against COVID as fewer cases are reported and vaccination rates grow. Mandy Gaither has the latest news in today's Health Minute.
In the war on COVID-19, more good news for the U.S.
We have certainly turned a corner. Cases are down about 50% from their peak. We have passed the peak of Delta infection, and hospitalization and deaths are trailing off. These are very, very good signs.
Top health experts say the drop in cases is associated with vaccinations, more COVID-19 testing, and more mask wearing, but urge Americans to remain cautious. In the past 2 months, the CDC says 42% fewer people in the U.S. have gotten their first shot.
We are not out of the woods yet.
COVID-19 vaccination rates vary across the U.S. There's a concern for regions where fewer people are rolling up their sleeves. The U.S. Surgeon General says vaccine requirements help.
This is really about creating a safe environment for people to work, for young people to study, and for all of us to engage in commerce.
The FDA is set to discuss the use of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine in children ages 5 to 11 on October 26th. But health experts are concerned about a geographic divide in regions like the South and Mountain West, where fewer eligible 12 to 17-year-olds have been vaccinated.
I have to believe they'll probably hold back on vaccinating their younger kids as well.
U.S. health officials say vaccination is key to keeping us going in the right direction. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Hello, all of Portage County, Northeast Ohio. I'm Chief TV2 Weather Anchor Odin Amador-Gorby with your weather forecast. Your top weather headlines today: we have had severe thunderstorms blowing over Lake Erie today, as we had that special marine warning issued for Lorain County. Isolated thunderstorm chances will continue throughout the weekend, and summer-like temperatures in the 80s will occur throughout this week. So definitely get the sunscreen out, folks. It's going to be a hot one this upcoming week. Across our state right now, we are dealing with some pretty high temperatures right now. 81 Akron, Steubenville at 74, 80 at Cincinnati is going to be a hot one out there, folks. And it will continue to be this hot as we go throughout the whole entire week. You know, the jet stream is going to be going up towards the Arctic, so we will be dealing with warm air from the Gulf coming in with high pressure across our area. And towards Saturday, we will be dealing with isolated thunderstorms this weekend with highs in the upper 70s. So definitely bring out the umbrella and your 7-day outlook. As you can clearly see, towards your Saturday, we will be dealing with thunderstorms, and towards Sunday, but then towards Monday and Tuesday, we will be rainy. Towards the end of the week and towards Wednesday through Friday, we will deal with some unsettled weather with showers and thunderstorms all throughout the week. That's about wraps up my Friday forecast. Grab your umbrella and rain boots and stay dry this weekend. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Odin, thank you. The death toll tonight, 46 after a suicide bombing at a Shia mosque in northern Afghanistan Friday morning. Another 143 were left injured. ISIS-K is now taking responsibility for the attack, according to a statement released by the group's media wing. The most recent bombing, is the latest in a disturbing pattern of attacks, reportedly all targeting religious institutions. The Taliban has spent the last several days carrying out operations targeting militants of ISIS-K.
An Expo 2020 happened this year, and America seemed to be the country to greet the people as they walked in. As people entered the Expo, they were greeted by a full-scale replica of the Statue of Liberty's torch. And this was to symbolize that freedom puts America on top. USA's General Commissioner General Bob Clark believes that this does a great job of showing our culture, values, and that freedom wins.
All right, coming up, Nickelodeon's newly released video game will have you feeling pretty nostalgic. More on the cast of characters that'll transport you right back to middle school.
Stadium and all the latest from the sports world.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Even though there is so much against us, you will see me wearing a face covering.
And even with my face covered,
You will see me
as a son,
as a friend to everyone I meet,
as a fighter for change.
As a woman who stands up for what I believe in.
So join me in wearing a face covering
to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
because this is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us all together.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Thank you for spending your Friday evening with me. I'm Ryan Shanko for TV2 Sports. And on Saturday night, Kent State welcomes the Buffalo Bulls to Dick Stadium for a very rare Saturday primetime MAC contest. Kent State comes into the game following a win last week against Bowling Green, while Buffalo is coming off a tough loss to Western Michigan. I'm pretty sure everyone remembers how Buffalo scored 70 on Kent last season, and though they no longer have Jarrett Patterson, the 8-touchdown man, their rushing attack remains as dangerous as ever. Kent has to prioritize stopping the run. Buffalo knows they need to run well to win. Saturday will be a fun night. Be there and wear gold. The Kent State field hockey team picked up a thrilling victory today over Longwood. The Flashes were down 2-1 with under 3 minutes left, but they scored 2 goals in 1 minute and 30 seconds to come back for the 3-2 win. Maria Cambra tied the game with 2:35 to go in the fourth quarter after the Flashes pulled their goalie, and Katie Warsaw scored the game winner with 1:04 left in the game. The 24th ranked Flashes return home Sunday to take on the Indiana Hoosiers. Thursday night, we saw the Seahawks take on the Rams, and this Seahawks fan saw way more of the resident Hawk than he ever thought he would. But now we go to the third quarter where Darrell Henderson finally gets the Rams offense going. It would be 9-7 LA. And after this Stafford touchdown pass to Tyler Higbee, the Rams looked like they were going to run away with this game, but a rare Geno Smith touchdown, his first since 2017, gave the Seahawks a breath of life in the fourth quarter as they looked to make a comeback. But unfortunately for Seattle, the effort would come up short. The Rams hold on to win 26-17. For TV2 Sports, this has been Ryan Shanko. Have a wonderful Friday night. Now back to Connor and Kelsey.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Now, J-Beeb's new music video featuring an unlikely co-star. The pairing, the clip, and more right ahead in your Hollywood Minute.
Woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo! They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Hayden, I can't speak. Who's gonna do the commercial if I can't speak?
I mean, I think the obvious decision is that I'm going to be the voice. I am, an ex-theater major.
Whatever, an ex-theater major. I am a theater major.
I have a theater performance minor. Mine is just as important.
I bring the entertainment to this show, so go ahead.
Obviously, it should be me, because ain't nobody as fierce as I am.
Oh, no. It should be me, because I'm a freshman. And obviously, freshmen are more important, right?
No, it should be us, because we're the oldest. Exactly. And we have Andy Joe. Hello.
Everybody wait! The only voice that should end this commercial is the College Voice, Fridays at 2 p.m. Now say it with me.
Watch the College Voice on Fridays at 2 p.m.
Now, Justin Bieber teams up with an Oscar-winning superstar and Marvel fan as she makes her return to television. Rick Demagali shares more on who that co-star is in today's Hollywood Minute.
Justin Bieber has a surprising new co-star, Diane Keaton. The Oscar-winning actress appears in the singer's new music video for the song Ghosts. The unlikely duo are seen drinking, dancing, and sharing hugs in the clip, which is released in full on Friday.
Who's been messing up everything?
It's been Agatha all along.
Agatha returns. Variety reports that Kathryn Hahn's scene-stealing WandaVision character is set to return for a spin-off series. Sources tell the outlet that the new show will be a dark comedy and is in development for streaming platform Disney+.
Thought I was wasting time, but I wasn't. I was searching.
Rising singer Grace Gosted is spotlighting youth mental health issues. Her new film, Black Box, What Are You Hiding?, connects her recent music videos with other footage to chronicle her experiences with trauma, therapy, and self-acceptance. The film is executive produced by Gosted's mentor, Mariska Hargitay, and debuts on Gosted's YouTube channel on World Mental Health Day, Friday. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
All right, this is something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I don't know about you, but have you ever wondered who would win in a fight between your favorite cartoon characters? Turns out it's really down to any of the players on Nickelodeon's new All-Star Brawl. The video game, it's a fighting game, includes 20 iconic Nickelodeon characters. SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, the Ninja Turtles, Raphael's one of them, I don't know the rest. Need I say more? You can get your hands on that game right now. It's available for all systems as well as all PCs. All right, so if we were to play the game, which Nickelodeon character are you picking? I know I only named a couple of the 20, but iconic Nickelodeon characters, I'm sure you watched Nick.
I for sure did watch Nick. SpongeBob was a good show, but I gotta say, I'm Danny Phantom. Like,
I was gonna say,
great.
Danny Phantom's niche. SpongeBob is kind of too overrated for me.
Yeah.
I can't even think about all the other cartoons.
I'm trying to think. The Ninja Turtles.
There were a couple in there I didn't see. There were also a couple I think were like 90s cartoon movies.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
Shows. I think were 2000s.
Yes.
The Ninja Turtles. I had a couple of those figures, but you know, I don't know. I think I'd beat you probably, Kelsey.
Okay. We don't need to go into that.
We won't go into that tonight, but that will just about do it for tonight's broadcast. When we're off air, you can find us online at KentWired.com or on social media at KentWired.
But we're not just done yet, because tonight at 9 you can catch an all-new episode of Kent Core on TV2 Entertainment. Again, thank you for making us a part of your Friday. I'm Kelsey Drennen.
And I'm Connor Steffen. Have a great and safe weekend. We'll see you back here Monday at 6.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be, with the high purpose to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all. We approach this problem of re-employment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008.
He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties.
He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?